to the second annual Missoula County Public Schools Most Inspiring Student Award Program. Thank you, parents, family, friends, and special guests for being here this evening to honor our young people. This recognition program honors students in our school system who have exemplified inspiration and effort beyond the ordinary. These students, through their determination, dedication, and just plain hard work, have modeled behavior which has earned them this very special place in our school system. Each student is very special in their own way, and we as a school district and community want to recognize their efforts this evening. Our school district is focused on making sure all students experience and attain success from a rigorous, demanding, and relevant educational program. And through this process, develop the courage, confidence, and skills necessary to take on the world and ultimately achieve their hopes and dreams. We as a school system and community are also doing everything we can to make sure this happens by reaching for the stars ourselves in respect to our 21st Century Initiative, Graduation Matters Missoula, and our Student Achievement for All philosophy and practice. In addition to these efforts, which are very important, we in the Missoula County Public Schools and our community have something very special that is more important than anything. We in our educational community have real heart and compassion for our kids, and tonight is an example of how much we truly care for each and every one of them. I want to personally congratulate each of our students and also thank the parents, the families, the friends, and our special guests for caring enough to be here this evening. At this time, I would like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Rick Sanders, KMSO Morning Show host. Rick?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Apostle. As he mentioned, I am Rick from the Mountain Morning Show. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Before we go any further, how about that food? How about that food, huh? That was pretty good. Very honored to be here, very honored to be asked to come and be a part of this event. A big deal in its second year, and a deal that I hope is growing. We want to introduce our first speaker. Graduated from the University of Montana School of Law in 1984, served in the Montana State Senate for 22 years from 1980 to 2002, and served as a deputy Missoula County attorney from 1985 to 1990. Mike, I hope I didn't say too much. Mike says, don't use too much of my bio. So, is that okay? Is that good enough? Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Callaghan.
Thank you very much, Rick, and it's an honor to be part of this event. Having been here last year, I remember just looking out at the audience, and I wasn't at the podium then, and just seeing the passion in the room that was there. And what a great thing it was for the community to come together at an event like this. And I don't think it should be lost on any of us, particularly the students. You know, when you look at the news or you hear on the news or read the newspaper and you hear about all the things that want to polarize us or all the conflict that's out there, you know, one thing that brings us together are the kids. And tonight, it's this one common purpose that has brought us all here, and that's you and what you have achieved. And I think that's very significant. So the fact that you are here is no accident. I mean, you have already displayed the kind of qualities and you've met the challenges that the teachers and the counselors have recognized are something that are worth moving forward, and that's what we want to showcase a little bit tonight. Now, before I get into maybe a little bit of the presentation, when I was your age, I wasn't a stellar student. I was going to Billings West High School. During my senior year, my counselor, after the grades came out, and whether it was the quarter or the semester system back in 1967, and she was agitated. She got me in the office and said, "Listen, you have wasted your entire high school career. Your poor grades, again, do not reflect what you can do. What is there left for you? I mean, life is passing you by." And she said, and it kind of shocked me, that, maybe the only thing that's going to wake you up is to go into the military. And that was 1967, the height of the Vietnam War, the height of all the political and social turmoil that was going on in society at the time. It was not at the top of my priority list to do. But after graduation, and I graduated, that's about all I want to say about it, Billings West. I was this skinny, 140-pound, geeky, not in a nerdly sense, certainly academic, not academic. I went down to the Army recruiter and I said, "Listen, I'd like to enlist to be a Green Beret." And for those that are old enough to know, it's John Wayne played that in a movie, and he looked at me and he says, "No, that's not what you want to be. You need to be a truck driver or something, mechanic, but that's not what you should do." And I said, "No, that's what I'd like to do." So I enlisted, and when you go in the service, you're required to take a test, and I happened to score high enough on the test to qualify for officer candidate school. So I went to officer candidate school, became a second lieutenant, and a year and a half after graduation from high school, I set foot in Vietnam as a second lieutenant, assigned to the famous 101st Airborne Division unit that is the famous Band of Brothers that Stephen Ambrose wrote about in World War II. Now, in a year that was filled with ambushes and firefights and helicopter assaults in the middle of the jungle, booby traps and leeches and suffocating heat and monsoon rains, and leading guys into battle virtually every day at the age of 19 years old, who were largely your age as well, I finally woke up. And it was that moment that I realized that I had wasted my high school career, and that it was a time in my life that, as I looked around with monsoon rain dripping off my helmet, that I needed to change things, that when I got out of the service, I was going to make a difference. But where the hardships in the military and the war woke me up, you, fortunately, have showed the maturity and the wisdom to proceed in a different path, a much better path. And I was trying to think of words that potentially from certainly someone else who would show you the significance of what you have accomplished thus far. And I found words that were from Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight champion of the world quite a while ago. But when he was at the top of his game, he was asked a question at a press conference, "Muhammad, what makes a great champion?" And his answer surprised everyone in the room. He said, "Champions are not made in the gyms. Champions are made of something deep inside of them, a vision, a dream." So the fact that you are here tonight is that your counselors and your teachers have seen something in you that Muhammad Ali spoke about those many years ago. You've got that spark, you've got that energy, you've got that perseverance and maturity to make that difference in society. Now, those qualities don't insulate you from failure. They, in fact, give you the strength to be able to try new things. And if you fail, and you will, They give you the strength and the motivation to be able to get back up and try again. But as the coaches know, success is a team sport. Not one person in this room has achieved the success that they have achieved without the help of others. Not one of us. So as we look at the achievements that you have, one of the commitments that we want to make is that we will be there for you. And I found some words from an old African proverb that's very simple. And it says, if you want to go faster, go alone. If you want to go farther, go together. So you have inspired us with where you've come thus far. We want you to keep on trying hard, as Alex Apostle has said. But we know that journey is not going to be easy. And we know that at times you're going to get knocked down. But looking around tonight at this room, what you need to know is that we will all be here to help you get back up on that journey. So congratulations, and thank you very much for letting me speak.
Alrighty, very, very good. I have never been signed before. How you doing? Yo, 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 yo. I love it, man. That's really cool. Okay. I'm gonna watch out for her. Okay, on we go. Michael Beers graduated from Hellgate High School in 2001, started doing stand-up comedy as part of his senior project, and has won numerous awards for both his comedy and his leadership skills, co-teaches classes on ADA issues and learning advocacy skills to high school students. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Beers.
Hey. I actually have been signed before, and I might just say enema. That's actually why I'm not allowed back in San Antonio. But, wow, that moves. Thank you guys for inviting me here tonight. It is an honor. You guys, and, I'm talking to the students, are truly inspiring. And I'm just reading through the short descriptions of why you guys are here, and I don't know why I'm here. You guys have had to work to be inspiring. All I've ever had to do is leave the house. Somebody's described as being a gregarious leader. I don't even know what gregarious means. But no, I did tease my sisters because they were inspiring to me. And they got good grades and lettered in basketball. And really until the age of 4 or 5th grade, I just sat in a corner and drooled. But I guess there's inspiration in that. But no, thank you guys for having me here. I really do enjoy coming and speaking to you guys. I've had, a lot of people in my life, come up to me and say, "Oh, you're inspiring," or you're so. They'll lay their hands on me and start praying in restrooms, which is awkward. But it wasn't until I got into school and started meeting people. And a lot of the people you're going to recognize in this room as your teachers, your parents, your counselors, that really started to see something in me I hadn't seen yet. And started giving me different labels than I'd heard before. Because everybody gets labeled. That's something that's a common experience for everybody in this room. Based on where you live, how much money you have, what your background is, how you dress, where you come from. These are labels everyone else puts on us from the age of 2. And that's how people figure out how they're to treat us. And it's not until we start doing what every student in here has begun to do, and that's labeling ourselves. I don't think enough people do that. You cast aside those labels that other people put on you, and you say, you know what, that's not who I am. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna tell you who I am. And I'm gonna prove to you that I'm not that label. I'm not what you stare at. You know, because that's not, there's nothing wrong with staring. You know, if I see somebody with 18 piercings in their face, I'm gonna stare. But I'm not gonna label them, because I don't know who they are, I don't know where they come from, I don't know what their goals are. I know they probably spend a lot of money on peroxide. But that's the point. You know, you get to a point where you say, you know what, I don't know anything about anybody. And I'm not gonna label people. And I'm gonna let them define themselves. And that's why, you know, I really enjoyed tonight. You know, it's been a process getting to where I am. I don't know how inspiring it has been, but it's, you know, I spent a lot of time, you know, in between, you know, where I am now and where I started out. I started out as a student who very much listened to those negative labels and those perceptions of me. I'd walk down the hallways of Mount Jumbo grade school at the time with my arm up in my sleeve like this, because I was afraid, you know, to stand out in any way, which I've realized since is ridiculous because this just looks stupid. And had I continued on this path and left my arm in this sleeve, I would be an entirely different comic. I would be Jeff Dunham. Probably be making a lot more money now that I think about it. But, you know, it was a process of, you know, coming and realizing that, you know what, I have a perspective. And that's something every individual has. And that's what makes you guys successful. That's why you're here tonight. Because you can not stand out. And you can go in that lunchroom we all talk about and listen to the conversations and study people and be like, I'm gonna dress like them. I know what music they listen to. I know how to respond to these questions. But if you proceed like that, you're not gonna stand out. But no one's gonna miss you if you're not there. They're just gonna replace you with somebody else. And something that you have all figured out, and that's why you're here, is that there's something that you bring to that table that no one else does. A perspective, and that's because of those labels, because you've gone through those hard times. And you figured out a way to show up every day. To say, you know what, I'm gonna go to school today. I'm probably not gonna pay attention for 6 hours of it, but I'm gonna show up to school today. And that makes you a leader, because there's people that choose not to do that. And I'm very impressed with every single student here, and have a lot to learn from you guys. So thank you very much for having me. And yeah, I'm gonna go get my dessert.
Yeah, I wrote some of that stuff down, Michael, actually. That's some pretty good stuff. All righty, you know, this is a wonderful event because the room is filled with the future of America, the energy of America's future, the passion. And the kids are also very important for another reason, because there's a really good chance they're going to be picking your retirement home. You gotta love the kids. Margarita. Locomotive. Just testing you. Just seeing if you're there. Okay, all right. Let's see, according to my schedule here, we're going to take about a 5-minute break. Get some coffee, get some dessert, and we are going to be back with the principals and our students for you to applaud all night long. It's about 5 minutes. Alrighty, our first school for the award ceremony in no particular order. If we could welcome Principal Gail Chandler from C.S. Porter Middle School on up to the stage here.
All right, our students from CS Porter this evening, Amir Al-Sari, Samantha Dickhausen, Miranda Bacher, I was too fast apparently. Abby Krebsbach, Charlie Pierce, and Kelsey Radabaugh.
And a round of applause for the CS Porter students.
All right, on we go, Meadow Hill Middle School, and please welcome Chris Stevens.
Good evening. I'm proud to announce the students from Meadow Hill. Seth Andrews, Kendall Charging, Kyla Dennis, Jacob Jewett, Summer Parrish, and Lance Roulier.
How about one final round of applause for the Meadow Hill students?
really crowded really, really fast. Okay. Look at all these very proud parents out here. This is really awesome. And well, you should be very proud. So just keep the pictures going, except for when I'm up on stage, I have broken cameras, so we don't need that for you. Alrighty, on we go. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Is it Washington? Yeah. Is that what's going on? Okay, because I think that, there it is right there, okay. I think they left that part out of my program. Please welcome Paul Johnson.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick. Tonight it's my pleasure to introduce our Washington Middle School inspirational students. First, Ian Lee Doyle. Sharon Loa. Trevor Marsh. Taryn Smith. Carly Trebesh. And Julie Umbaugh. Washington Middle School, thank you.
All right, one more time for Washington Middle School. There we go. Please welcome to the stage from Big Sky High School, Trevor Lapasky. Trevor.
Good evening. First up is Aaron Bellin. Gabrielle Brewer. Virginia Kahn. Patrick Fugly. Cody Mortensen. Allison Otten. Brayton Quinn. And Shanae Sweezel.
All right, Big Sky High School. On we go with tonight's awards. One of my dinner mates, Russ Lodge from Hellgate High School. There he is right over there.
Good evening, everybody. My pleasure to introduce some kids from Hellgate that are most inspiring. We have a couple who couldn't make it tonight, so just pretend, first of all, that Jonah Arnold is at the front of the list. And so the first real person there is Daniel Cook. And next is Austin Graff. And Sable Lee. Philip McGillen. Maria Osorio. And then Stella Shannon is not here tonight, but my friend Shawnee Wangler is here. Shawnee Wangler. Thank you very much.
Hellgate High School. You may have noticed the TV camera in the back of the room. This is being broadcast live on ESPN right now. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, MCAT is recording this, and rumor has it that all the moms and dads are going to get discs of tonight's festivities. So you can put that in the camera player and play it back a few years from now. On we go with tonight's awards, and from Sealy Swan, we have Sealy Swan ready to go. Come on up.
Good evening. On behalf of the students and the staff of Sealy Swan High School, we are very proud to introduce Justin Simon.
A long drive, Sealy Swan, way to go. On we go with Sentinel High School, Tom Blakely. please. Tom, come on up.
It's my pleasure to introduce some phenomenal kids from Sentinel High School. Starting off, Ryan Anderson. Bo Albright. Misty Barjet. Shayla Hale. Lizzie Harper. Jordan Mitchell. Logan Pelletier. Sela Pasante cannot make it tonight. Our next award goes to DJ Reinhardt. Kendra Riley Taylor. And Brady Sataki.
All right, Sentinel, there you go. Taking a look out the window, I'm sure glad we decided to have this inside instead of like out in the park somewhere or something, huh? Holy cow, what a nasty, nasty evening it is out there. From Willard School, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Jane Bennett.
Well, thanks. And if you would allow me just an extra 10 seconds, I would like to thank the wonderful staff at Willard and all the teachers and staff members of these schools who came to this program tonight. So thank you, all you teachers. All right. And Michael, I enjoyed your talk as I always do. And I have to tell you that at Willard, there is one label that we put on ourselves because we are all alternative and proud of it. Yeah. All right. These students inspire us every single day. Gabby Alexander. Dustin Efron. Adam Jackson. Leo Kump. Kirsten Littleleaf. Eric Monson. Levi Norris could not be here with us this evening. We'll tell him that you clap for him. And Ben Savage. Thank you very much from the students and staff at Willard.
All right, one more time, please, a very humongous round of applause for all of our awarding students tonight.
Would you announce a thank you to Hoagieville, and each kid will get a Hoagieville gift card too?
Also, a big thank you to Hoagieville. I just was told that all the kids are getting Hoagieville certificates. Woo! All right. And some final closing comments, Dr. Alex Apostle.
Oh yeah, we went through that in record time. That's unbelievable. Well, before we conclude here, I just want to say this is a fantastic night, a night that we honored our students and our parents and our community. But before we end the program, I'd like to thank the following people who have been extremely supportive of everything that we're trying to do in our school district. Our trustees, who have been supportive of our initiatives and everything that's going on in our school district. Our regional, executive regional directors, Karen Allen, Mark Thane, and Roberta Stengel, who have done just a terrific job in initiating this program this year. Our food service department, Stacy Rosemiller and Ed Christensen, thank you so much for a great effort and great dinner. Our maintenance and operation people who worked very hard, Scott Reed, Joe Potter, thank you so much. Our teachers, our counselors, and principals. And I would like to direct your attention to those individuals and businesses listed in your program who generously contributed to our effort this evening. And thanks also to the Missoula Education Foundation, who's been a real partner in this effort, the Exchange Club of Missoula, the Missoula Education Association. They've been super. And a special thank you to our major sponsor, the Morris and Helen Silver Foundation. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. I can't thank all of you enough. I know I've mentioned a big thank you to you at the beginning of the program and during the program, but really, the fact that you're here with your students, the fact that the community is here to celebrate the great things that our kids are doing is absolutely wonderful, and it exemplifies the great community that we live in. Missoula, Montana, the best. Again, thank you. It's been a great night, and I just have one final message. Don't forget to vote on May 3rd. Thank you.